Hello and welcome to this episode of the Autocar Professional Dialogue. The Indian automotive market continues to be driven mainly by new models, and one such much awaited model of 2018 is from Mahindra & Mahindra, codenamed U321. Recently, the name was revealed of the vehicle. It's called the Mahindra Marazzo. And to tell us more about not only the Mahindra Marazzo, but of the overall game plan and the strategy going ahead for the OEM, we have with us Mr. Rajan Vadera, President of the Automotive Sector at M&M. Mr. Vadera, thank you for joining us on this show. Mr. Vadera, U321, now the Marazzo, a lot rides on it, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
So could you tell us in terms of the market expected it to come a little earlier? Perhaps there was delay. Was it because you wanted to really fine tune it? Could you throw some light on how did you approach the whole project, this whole product, in terms from an engineering perspective and in terms of a strategic move in the market?
See, typically whenever you do any new product development, you do work to a plan. But there are possibilities that when you have an all new platform, that too a platform which is very unique. You will hear more about it when it gets launched. We have patented the platform. There are avenues that you will come up. It's a product development, right? It's not a localization where product is already developed and then you can live to the time. So in our case, I think we are by and large there. Typically the time that is taken for any new product development. So we are ready with the product. We have revealed the name and very soon we will launch it.
And also I believe this is the first product where the North American Technical Center was the driver, played the key role. Could you tell us what kind of inputs went into it from M&ATC?
The advanced engineering of the platform and conceptualizing was done in Mahindra Research Valley. We thought of a platform. We thought of a 7-8 seater kind of a vehicle, affordable, certain attributes, and platform engineering conceptualizing was done in MRV. Subsequently, we were in the process of creating a technical center abroad. We wanted to take advantage of the skill sets, knowledge which exists in Detroit. Detroit has been designing cars for more than 100 years. And there are very few places where car gets designed, engineered. There are very few, I would say maybe 5 or 6 places in the world: Europe, Japan, Korea, Detroit. These are the places where cars get engineered and there is skill, knowledge, experience available. We wanted to tap on that knowledge and experience going forward to make our products global. So we set up a technical center there with 5 people. Now, when this product was getting conceptualized, we thought, why not we scale it up? So we scaled it to first 70 people, then 100 people. At the moment, we have over 200 people there in the technical center.
From 5 to 200 now?
Yes, 5 to 200 now. So this 5 people, which we started off with, scaled up to start doing this engineering, detailed engineering for this Marazzo, happened in North America Technical Center. And we had planned for the best attributes of this product within the frugal orientation of the Indian customer, because price is very important. Therefore, there was a struggle because the Detroit engineers have a different orientation.
Right.
They really are, they have the knowledge, they are first time right, they have the speed.
Was frugal thinking a
frugal
challenge?
thinking was a challenge. That's what was my personal role to ensure that we are within where we wanted the product to be. It was a challenge, but I'm glad that I have been able to bring the best of the two cultures.
Right.
Our orientation for cost and the engineering excellence of Detroit. That's what has gone into the product. It got prototyped in America. Initial validation for performance, measurement, etc. was done, tuning in USA. Later on, mass production, mass tooling happened in India, validation, deeper testing, more longer kilometers, durability tests, and all kind of India environment testing happened in Chennai.
Right.
So that was the way the two technical centers and test centers worked together towards making of the product.
So this platform, which you said you have patented it now, I would assume that it's modular and therefore scalable also.
Yes, yes, it is.
What is the spectrum? Can you give us an idea about what kind of?
When we launch it, you will see it.
Okay, but that is for the particular model. But generally, now what is the range of kind of top hats you can put on?
So
it?
you can get an idea. It can take 7 to 8 seater product. You know, whether it is a crossover or it is a typical blue-blooded SUV, or it is a the line is very blurred these days between a car and a hatchback and an SUV and MPV. You know, it is not as deep as it is used to be.
Right.
Now customers are willing to change over. That's how you see
Correct.
a lot of customers moving from hatchback to SUVs.
Right.
So it's a platform of a size of a C segment size,
Right.
typically 7 to 8 seater.
Right.
So which can be scaled up or scaled down to even a compact segment.
And talking about SUVs, the Y400 will be quite critical for you, isn't it?
Not very critical as such, because Y400 volumes won't be of the kind that any other SUV, for example, you know, S201. Those are the huge number volumes that we are looking at.
But this is more from a profitable perspective, maybe.
Yes, it's
Profitability.
a product that is in a different price point, and the numbers are also not very huge. The TIV is not very huge there.
Right.
But it's important to have a product there, and Y400 is our tried, trusted new generation platform from Sangyong, Korea, and it's doing extremely well. The product is on it's on advance booking, and there is a pickup variant also on that.
Right.
It's doing very well in overseas market,
Right.
and this product has all the features required for advanced driver assist, safety, and real performance.
Right. And coming back to the Marazzo, given that you have inputs from MNATC and then you have the Indian inputs from MRV, is it fair to assume that you would like to project it as a global product, taking the story beyond the XUV
this
500?
product is designed by global engineers. It's almost designed to global standards, and it can meet requirements of most of the global markets.
Would it meet the requirements of North America?
No. You see, North America requirements are very different. Product will get too expensive. You know it so well.
Right.
I don't have to tell you
I know.
what are the requirements of the North American market in terms of crash, safety, emission.
Then it
That's a
will
different
become
market,
unviable for markets like India.
Yeah, this is different. It's India-like markets, wherever, we are South Africa and let's say Chile.
Would you look at assembling it overseas?
Not at the moment. At the moment, we are concentrating on India,
Right.
and we want to do well, and then look at producing or selling it elsewhere, because export markets are also changing now.
Right.
You know, it's moving from CBU to CKD markets, and it's not going to be easy.
Right. And could you tell us any interesting anecdotes that that comes to your mind as you know during this whole development story of the U321, the Marazzo?
Yeah, I think there were quite a few in the area of components, aggregates, where there was a very what should I say, deep desire to continue a certain generation of parts that we have been used to, whether it is in the door closures or whether it is in the inside the cabin. But then I think there was a tussle. At times we largely supported the what should I say, we optimized towards NVH improvement. We optimized towards let us say, ride and handling. So when there was a decision to be taken, we always took a decision in favor of these factors because I think the level of cars in terms of comfort, noise, ride comfort, handling is going up drastically. It is changing. Therefore, at times there were choices to be made, and we made choices towards some of these attributes, and that's how I think we have a very good product. When it comes to space, when it comes to the NVH package on the vehicle, it's a very silent vehicle. We did debate on the cooling of the vehicle. Being a long vehicle, all the rows need to be cooled equally well, and not only people who sit in the front row should get all the AC comfort.
Is that why the vents are side face?
Yeah, so you see, it has AC that supports and cools the entire cabin. So we have side vents, which are direct cooling, and we also have diffused cooling.
Okay.
So that's a very big deal. A lot that has gone behind choosing that, and we are very confident the customers are going to love that feature.
From what our understanding is, if that the Marazzo would fall somewhere in the gap between, say, Innova Crista on the top and the Maruti Suzuki Ertiga on the bottom. On both sides, you have got very formidable competitors. How confident are you about?
We are very confident. You can't expect me to say I'm not confident. We are confident.
But what gives you that confidence, I'm saying?
It's the product that gives us the confidence. We have seen both the products. And if you already decided that it is there, that it is there not because of the size or the spec. I'm sure you know why you are saying it is there.
Right.
So that is one confidence that we have. And the other is the product.
Right. And also, M&M an undisputed leader at one point is, because the market has moved towards SUVs, is facing really some strong headwinds.
Market is moved towards CUVs, crossover vehicles.
Crossover vehicles.
SUVs is our right.
Right.
We were the ones who had the majority in SUVs. SUVs are typically ladder frame SUVs.
Right.
That market also has grown. Our share there also has grown. But the definition of SUV has changed.
Has got
so the crossovers have come in. A number of crossovers have come in. And the entire market is called now the UV market.
Yeah, UV.
Yeah, 20 players in the last 3 years. Right. Expanding the market from SUVs to CUVs and other UVs all put together. So it's very blurred. There's nothing like a good old ladder frame SUVs.
The true blue SUV.
Yeah, the true blue SUVs. They are not there in the typical sense because the definition has changed.
That trend seems to be coming back. I mean, if one were to look
good.
at the...
If that happens, it'll be good.
Yes. But if you look at the overall passenger vehicle market, M&M's share has more or less stayed the same as of date compared to last year. Maybe a shade below what it was last year. How do you plan to kind of revive it further?
So with these 3 new products, our numbers will go up. So if your numbers go up, your market share will go up. And for market share to go up, either your current products sell more or you have more new products.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Now this segment is growing the fastest over cars. And the number of SUVs to number of cars, SUVs growing. Consequent to which there are more players that will come in. So more and more players will come in, the market share will get fragmented. Anybody's ability to dominate that will be very difficult. And it's going to be very transitionary. Those who will have new products will have higher market share for a while till somebody else comes with new product. He has a higher market share for a while till somebody else comes with new product. He will have a higher market share. So if you really see the market share fight over a period of time for any player is going to be the game. And that is what has to be mastered.
How do you see, there are only 2 homegrown key OEMs in India. One is Mahindra & Mahindra, one is Tata Motors. Tata Motors revival, do you see that as a challenge for, to kind of...
No, I think they are coming with new products. We have to come with new products. So it's a game of new products. It's a game of new products. And new products have a definition of 3 to 4 months. Right. You know what happened to some European SUVs that came and wanted to challenge Scorpio. Where are they today?
Right.
So it's a game of new products.
It's a game of
You have to continuously, growth will come to those who have new products.
What frequency on an average would you like to have new products now? Because there was a lull in between, I mean, you had some refresh, but now you're saying U321, S201, Y400.
So we have product plan. I can't talk more on the product plan, but it's very clear that growth will come to those who have new products.
The overall market this year, how do you see it? And where
This
do you
year
see
market
yourself
is
there?
good. Market is good.
Yeah.
Market is not only UVs.
Yeah, no.
Market is commercial vehicles. Market is sub 1 ton, 2 ton.
Yes.
So I think UV, Mahindra is not only UV. We have large player in CV also.
Yes.
So CV, the growth is almost 50 to 60%
And you're
in less than 3.5 ton, and we are number one in less than 3.5 ton segment. We see good growth coming. That growth is continuing. It's backed up by a lot of infrastructure growth, backed up by rural growth. That we see continuing. 2-3 derailers are there. Let's say the oil prices, the interest rates, monsoons, if it doesn't work out. Commodity prices is a very big derailer right now, because the ability to pass on those increases is going to be very difficult. But generally, I'm very optimistic that this year is going to be a year of growth. So UV growth may be 10 to 15% is what I, as of now, feel. And commercial vehicle growth will be good.
And just I want, before we end the interview, I would just want to touch about your North America operations. Beyond the technical center, you have also started your sales operations there. You have the Roxor there.
That's right.
Can you throw some light on how has been the response to that?
Yeah.
Because a new player, so to speak.
So
for the market.
Roxor is engineered on our current Thar platform. It is 50% of the parts go from India. 50% of the parts are sourced locally in America.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a hobby vehicle for off-roading experience.
Right.
For your farm usage or other off-roading, it's a vehicle that gives you tremendous capabilities for your needs in off-roading area.
It's utilitarian as well as recreational. in a sense.
Exactly. It's all kind. It's a you can call it a par sports.
Yeah.
It is for doing your farm activities and off-roading. So we have started production in the month of April, just a quarter, and we are ramping up, and we are hopeful we'll do well. Initial response is very positive.
How many customers have you got so far?
So it's not how many customers we have in right now. We have produced about 800 vehicles, and they have all been dispatched, and I think they're close to about 400 have been already retailed.
I see.
And the response is very good, and it's a different process of selling in this industry. And we are just a quarter old, and we are very happy with what has happened.
How many dealers have you appointed, and how many do you plan to expand it further?
We have about, I think, 300 dealers at the moment.
Right.
And we will be expanding dealers in the area in Canada, and some more in California, because California is a very big market.
Okay.
But
It is.
since we have limited capacity at the moment, we would not like to expand more dealers. We better serve the current ones that we
Right.
have.
So you have basically expanded beyond US, going to Canada now.
We will go to Canada.
Okay.
We will go to Canada.
When this year only?
Maybe next year.
Okay. And how do you respond to FCA's claim that there has been some kind of infringement of?
So we have not been served, so I won't like to talk about it. We have not been served any letter.
I see. So as of date, you have not served any letter. But and overall, what's the scope you see in terms of taking the Roxor story forward in North America? Because that's a market which has seen a rebound and looks quite promising as well.
So we are very confident. Product is good, and it has a lot of applications. We have started with a few applications. We will add more functionality depending on the application. But then you have to start and build. You cannot access everything. It becomes difficult to manage. So as we grow, we will add more applications, which means more variants, more features. We'll do that.
At some point, maybe an on-road a vehicle there.
I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that.
So, Vadhera, always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
sparing your time.
Thank you, Sumantra.
And thank you very much for watching this episode of the Autocar Professional Dialogue. Do keep tracking Autocar Professional to get yourself updated on all the developments in the Indian and the global automotive industry scenario through our magazine, Fortnightly Magazine, as well as our website, www.autocarpro.in. Do subscribe to this YouTube channel to get insights from industry captains like Mr. Vadhera. And also, we follow us on social media as well. We are on Facebook, Twitter, as well as on LinkedIn. Thank you once again for watching this episode. Till we meet again, goodbye.